welcome back to another episode of Hostile to Survival. Today we return, and we are about to enter Ubermass's base. Now, the reason that we're starting this episode outside of the base is because as soon as we enter this base, there's gonna be a very angry turret trying to shoot us. But this base is armored to the teeth, not just in turrets, but also in walls. And these walls are protecting some very valuable items that we are going to be attempting to get to the bottom of. So without further ado, I'm already pooping my pants a little bit because if things go wrong, we could die already. But hopefully you guys are having a bit more of a fan-freaking-tastic day of the most. Oh, Jesus, please don't hurt me. Oh, amazing variety. Okay, we're here. Woo, 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 woo. We're also doing this raid with our chopper back at home because I was just trying to do a pit stop over here, and then I spawned in and the turrets started shooting me, and that meant if I left this map, if I left this base, because if you guys enter into a base, if you don't make any noise, you can still leave that base freely, meaning that if that turret were not to shoot me and create all that ruckus, we would be able to scout out, kind of figure out what the base looks like from our own two eyes, make a quick pit stop, holy guacamole, the rhymes, back at home, grab what we want to commence the raid, and then commence it. But because that turret is in the most douche canoey of possible areas, instead we are left with a base that is potentially going to break ours. But check it out, it's pretty nice because we can just go ahead and boop, pop our way behind this turret and take him down, just to make sure that we don't see any more of him in the future and all of his shenanigans, and then we can get into the juice, the meat, and the potatoes of this raid. And we got a second raid that we're gonna be lining up for later today. But first things first, we do have to go ahead and knock this bad boy out with, of course, a chopper being back at home. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, but hopefully some quality loot will help me get over it, because one of the first things we come across is a motorcycle, and inside of the motorcycle we got, woo! That's the pistol of my dreams right there. Yeah, this base, it's a good one. It's good vibes only, good vibes only. Now, if my calculations do not deceive me, this is gonna be the first end of a double-ended wall that we need to penetrate into, so let's just go ahead, activate the boom, bada bing. We are in T-minus 16 noise, which is never good to see, but now we will go ahead and knock as party o'clock on the other doorway of this base over here, and bada bing, bada boom. We're into that. We got some floater-bloaters and other enemies that are indubitably going to be running up on us, but we will be dispatching of them in quick order. No need to worry about that. Oh, little zombies. It is so cute. They think they can take down me, the papa of stars. That is not going to happen, comrade. Look at what I did to measly little turret here. That is what the power of katana does. Now, I thought that there might be like another floater-bloater running up on us. Oh, is that another one coming? It's like, I feel like we should have encountered another one, but we haven't, so I'm suspicious. Oh, okay, let's just pretend that this turret over here does not exist. I will also go ahead and destroy this turret, just because, like you guys are seeing, this base is armored, and they're protecting some dang good stuff. Once you guys see where we can place this third C4 for maximum effect, you will be like, wow, Star, you were not lying. This could be one of the best raids we've had in a minute. You guys have seen our raid luck as of late. We've been having some really good luck with some of these raids that we have been coming across, but what is going to be happening today could just be a whole new boost. So check it out. There's gonna be, I'm trying to recall which one. I believe it to be this little corner over here. So really quickly, I might need to break down this little meat thing, and that'll create some noise and some ruckus. Oh my god, even his tanning racks are full. Like, look at this. He has 20 of the animal rawhide and 20 leather. Like, they just literally as filled to the brim as possible. We want to break through this thing right over here, and when you guys see what this contains, bada bing, bada boom, we're in. I think we also did just get ourselves into another wave of enemies, so they will be dealt with swiftly, baby. Ooh, I'm feeling swifty. And we'll take out a couple more of those, some of which appear to be taking some spike damage, which is kind of nice that the spikes are helping out the cause. I do appreciate it. I do think that there should be about a toxic abomination or so about to try and run up on us. There you go, right on time. Toxic abomination numero uno and a floater-bloater numero dos. Now, we have broken into this chest room over here. You might be like, Star, this chest room sucks. Do you not see that gun shelf? I do see the gun shelf, but just wait. The goods are not in the shelf. Oh, no, 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 no. The goods are in the chest, and already starting off with some rare armors that we have managed to get from this. Check it out. The scuba mask, or should I say the snorkel mask, one of the rarest things to come across in the game. I haven't found this thing in a raid. It has been months at this point, man. It has been so long since I've come across a snorkel mask, even in like normal day-to-day life, because you do have, I don't know if it's still possible, but there was a slight chance of finding a snorkel mask back in the day. You can find these bad boys in shop events. Don't know if it's still possible. I haven't heard of anyone finding a snorkel mask as of late, but bases do still have them as potential loot, and the fact we're able to add to our snorkel supply, oh, that's a fact that has me feeling good, baby, because like I'm saying, that's some hard to acquire armor, and some football helmets are pretty hard to go wrong with, but the snorkel mask, that is A-okay, and this is about to get A-okay. This is about to get A-great. This is about to get A-amazing. Forget it. Woo! This is what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not just some of the rarest and hardest to come across armor in the game. Not just some shotgun rain, not just okay, I brought that M16 along with us, but not just a shotgun, but also a SCAR, minigun, VSS Kalashnikov 47, and another M16. We have literally gotten one of like each gun out of this, if we count the ragtag pistol that has like one shot left in it. We've pretty much gotten one of each gun, and I do believe that there should be more awaiting us as well, so we will continue our escapades of, oh yes, breaking into some of those chests. There we just got a brand new set of SWAT armor, potentially more, that we get to bask in and just a little bit. For now, we will continue using our M16 power to mow down the rest of this zombie wave, and okay, we've moved on to the katana. I'll just use the rest of the katana that I can here. Oh, I like it. The levitating, that's actually a really cool design aesthetic now that I look at it. You guys see that? Like the blind one and have it like float in a window. Actually, low-key, kinda dig it. It has like that cool look of like his head literally being jammed into a window. Or he's just peeking through the doorway like, here's Johnny. Yeah, well, here's me, and I just cleared out the rest of this wave. So now we are left with what appears to be 2 more chests, and I believe from our noise policies of noisiness, we ought to be able to break into both of these A-okay without causing up that ruckus that I was worried about, and that's good news because we just got another scuba mask! Woo! Dude, like this raid was definitely a bit of a struggle off the start, you know, the whole being shot at as soon as you walk in, but I think y'all can admit this could potentially be worth it because we are finding some of the rarest armor in the game, man. Like, oh, scuba mask, especially me. You guys know me. I'm a hoarder. If there's something rare that I could hoard, oh, baby, we hoarding it. And okay, this trunk was a little bit more lackluster, I must say. And we also got a Bunker Zulu card. I already have stacks on stacks of those back at home, so I'm not super worried or interested in that. What I'm interested in is probably gonna be at least 1 set of SWAT armor extra, 1 brand spanking new set of SWAT armor to toss onto myself, and posiblemente, I don't know, because we can break through this chest over here, although I will say from researching this base, this chest is a little bit more on lackluster side, nothing too crazy going on over there. We can, you know what we can do here? I'm gonna do a little bit of fandangling. So we can toss our katana away, and TBH, I might go ahead and give the electronic circuit the boot because I literally have stacks of these back at home. 1 electronic circuit, at least at where we are, is not really doing anything at all. Like, they need to add in more stuff for electronic circuits to be useful for, and then I can finally start clearing through the massive stockpile back at base because, like, they're good for the acid bath, and then after that, you might still need to want to get into Sector 7, but like regardless, it has a pretty limited amount of uses. They really should try and up that. So we're gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to toss those 2 over there and grab another brand spanking new set of SWAT armor, bringing this up to 2 total SWAT armors. We're gonna be bringing it home with us, the scuba mask, all that type of jazz. I am willing to get rid of my fishing rod and my hatchet if we find something good in this last chest over here, because after this, the time, maybe with how good this base has been, TBH would not be. Oh, dear mama, did not mean to do that already. All right, we're going in hot, baby. We going in hot. Please don't hurt me. Okay, actually a surprising amount of nothing in there. And let me just try and chop you up. And then we're going to run out of bounds here and try and like play some games with the big one. Don't doubt that could have killed me. That literally could have killed me. That would have been bombastically awful. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Satellite radio. Boom, boom. We got to get these guys out of here. The big one's going to take a lot of damage on those spikes. I wish we could kill the big one, but unfortunately he is not killable in this state, and whoop, let's head on out of there. But another thing that I do actually want to hear from y'all in that comment section down below is kind of regarding this scuba mask that we have uncovered during our shenanigans today. And oh, some good shenanigans they are. But with this scuba mask that we now have 2 more of, and the fact that, dude, I totally forgot low-key these existed because I haven't found these, like I'm saying, in a couple of months. Like, that's how rare they are. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you come across any snorkel masks as of late, whether that be through the chopper events, which is technically speaking where I don't know if they're still possible to be found there. I have not personally found them there, but the chance of finding them in the first place was always ridiculously small. Is there a chance of still finding them at the chopper events? Have any of y'all found them at the chopper events? That is something that I think would definitely be okay. Hold up. I gotta see what we got within here, and we got a whole ton of broken stuff. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna leave before I die because my inventory is worth about 50 billion diamonds, so I'm a skiddity boop bop dead lot out of there. Goodbye, big one. Thank you for the hospitality, but we got another raid that we got to start lining up for because there's also a chance, ooh, and a chopper event we got to go to too. So we'll run on home, drop off some valuables. Goodbye, Ubermess. Thank you for the amazing raid. That is, mwah, 10 out of 10. Would absolutely raid again, except for the fact that he took 3 of my C4. My C4 stockpile is not feeling happy, and let's cross our fingers over here. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Maybe we got revenge raided and we'll have a raid lined up. No, we do not. That's an oof. That is a fat oof. All right, raiders. Hey, buddies. You're going to want a lot, aren't you? You like fishing rods? They like fishing rods. All right, we got some fishermen up in here. Do you like hatchets? Actually, they do. What? Yeah, what, mate? Are you blind, Raider? Did you not pick up your new prescription of glasses? Because I don't know, like, I'm not complaining, but you do see some of the items in my inventory, right? I don't think you do. If you pay attention, he's actually looking off to the right. He might be looking at someone else's inventory. You know what? If you're happy with that, please, Raider, be my guest, be my guest. Now I gotta go and hydrate up a little bit, but as we are doing that, let me know if you guys have encountered these snorkel masks at all, whether it be through the chopper events. And if you guys have, you know, let me know if that is something that has recently happened and like which chopper event you guys did manage to find them out of, or if you guys have been lucky enough to find them on a raid, because like, check it out, man. It's so freaking goofy. Like, it's so rare of an item that still has yet to have a use. Although with the wrecked ship coming to the game soon, if you guys do not know, it's actually looks like it's slated to be in the next single player update, the return of the wrecked ship event, in addition to so much more like the ATV, the swamps, all that type of jazz. But with that wrecked ship and the snorkel mask and ships obviously having to do with water, it does make you wonder if maybe the snorkel mask, I mean, is this a sign of us finding it after not finding it for not years, for not days, weeks, months, that's the word I was looking for. After not finding it for months and finally coming across it, as we're in the midst of this big boy of an update, soon to grace our games? Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe a sign from the LDoE gods that snorkel masks might finally be good for something besides being ridiculously rare. It's like, seriously, they're so hard to come across. I don't think they give you any armor. Never mind, they give you like 2 armor. I apologize. They're heavily armored properties, as you guys can see, are very, very, very tangible and whatnot. And while we're on the topic of rare armors and weapons and whatnot, I thought, hey, why don't we go and get some of the other rare items that my horde and patootie has been holding on to, and no better place to start than with a couple of the weapons we can have in our hands, like this guitar from the 2-year anniversary LDoE event, the Guandao from the Chinese New Year event. That the super dope thing about this bad boy as well. And these are all, to my knowledge, items like this guy you can still get, and I think the football helmet as well is still gettable, but those are a little bit kind of just, they're still more rare though and not as like conventional of items. But obviously the Guandao was back during the Chinese New Year event, along with the entirety of the Chinese New Year set of armor, as you guys are seeing over here, which looks absolutely glorious to say the freaking least. And as you guys may have noticed, the St. Patty's hat that he is rocking on top of him, because our mannequin does as well have the St. Patty's Day hat on top of his bootay, which is another rare armor that is actually pretty freaking cool with the 5 armor that it does provide. And I'm just saying, I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe this could be my lucky raiding hat we could bring along, except I don't know if I'd ever, no, because it'd break. Yeah, I wish there was some way I could make things unbreakable, man. I would definitely make some of these, like, holiday items unbreakable, because I just I can't stand the thought of losing them, man. That would hurt too much. And obviously, the undershirt and the football helmet. Very nice combo over there, but it does make for some nice combos with some of these other combinations as well. Dude, that right there, that's a winner. That's the winning combo. That right there. Guitar, scuba mask, undershirt. Best thing possible. Alrighty though, let's get back at it, and we do still have raid numero dos that we gotta go out onto. And from this AK that we found in our prior raid, we're gonna go ahead and modify this bad boy into our usual favorite fashion of lots of damage. It does decrease the speed, which decreases the DPS a little bit. Oh, that actually decreases a lot of things. I'm gonna keep this scope on for the time being. We will be leaving on, of course, the silencer for silencing reasons. Can't wait till we can have that bad boy crafted. That is such a nice stock. And a little bit grenade launcher. We go bayonet, increase that critical chance and damage, and I don't really plan on shooting the grenade launcher anytime soon. Bada bing, bada boom! And here we have another AK-47 fully modded configuration that we're not usually rocking, so gonna be a little bit unique. It does suck because it does do 19 damage a pop, which means if we're using it on enemies with 80 health, it's gonna be awkward and leave them over with like a few extra health that we then waste one of our high damage bullets on, because like they'll have like 4 health left over or something, and we gotta like shoot them with an AK, which will do 19 damage, which is just a waste of damage if you think of it that way. But we've done all of our shenanigans with the raiders. We got this raid lined up. We got all the necessary, oh, English is hard. We got all the necessities necessary for this, so let's start making our way over there. But regarding that scuba mask, and I guess to an extension, some of the other armors that we have, not only have you guys been able to find a scuba mask, but have you guys also, what of the special like holiday and like limited time armors and weapons have you guys been able to hold on to? And ooh, I'm tempted, Chopper, but you're out of the way, and I got about 10 minutes until my thingy-mabob totally resets, which I'm not about. So to player 8449, we go! But I'd love to hear that from you all in that comment section down below, like I'm saying about the scuba mask, if you guys have found it English is incredibly hard today for some reason, but around the chopper event, that's the word that I'm looking for, around the chopper event or even the raids. And which of the other rare armors have you guys managed to hold on to, and which guys do you honestly fancy to be your favorites out of all the ones that we showed off, and maybe some of the ones that we didn't even show off? I think I have all of them besides a pair of the Chinese New Year pants. That is the one thing I'm missing to my knowledge. But yeah, let me know in that comment section down below regarding all of that, and or just how your day's going. Like I'm saying, cross my fingers, it's going absolutely as fan-freaking-tastic as humanly possible. So go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below. And a reminder that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the wiggy $12 at your touch Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, that will let you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick random video for the past week, pick random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with every single video. Y'all can enter it on for that weekly giveaway, not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. That does help you guys stay in the loop on. In case you guys have not already, give some of the other games going up on the channel a look as well, because in case you guys like Last Day on Earth, there's a great chance. Woo! Oh, can I not fit in? What, mate? You're kidding me right now. I can't fit in through that. I've been bamboozled. I thought I'd stand a chance. Although, you know what I think we could do? If we wanted to. I don't think there's enough stuff in here to be worth it, but if we wanted to do the chest glitch, where like you can kind of like walk through the corners of a small chest in a wall, I think we'd have to break one of these walls, but then we could actually do it. I mean, we got a little bit of noise to spare. We got some hatchets to spare. For the sake of science, let's flip and do it, my dudes. Might make life a little bit easier since we can just deal with all the enemies from a safe distance. So we break through that, then boop, and check it out. All of a sudden, we fit. Oh, Weight Watchers, watch out. We just found the newest way of being just a little bit less thick, and that is by breaking the wall to your right and or left, while directly next to a chest. So very specific, maybe might not apply to most people, but so be it. Oh my god, dude, this AK absolutely melts. Like, look at this. Bop, 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 bop. I'll punch him to death. I will punch this fella to death. Or no, I'll hatchet these guys to death, because the hatchet kind of like keeps, oh, boop. There we go. I like this. I'm gonna shoot them, and if they live, I just use the hatchet on them. marvelous. Because, yeah, this is what I was talking about. They'll have a couple of health left over, which is kind of annoying to deal with sometimes. Oh, no, don't hurt me. I'm trying to keep my scuba mask pristine, my guy. Boop. There we go. Took him out. Can I shoot the other guy now? There we go, fast biter. Get a couple shots off on you. I'm just trying to keep it. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Nice, 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 nice. We're doing good. We're doing good. We gotta get a little bit of hydration in us as well. Maybe we should start breaking into some of these chests on the inside. We'll start worrying about the people on the outside a little bit later because we got time to spare aplenty, and I'm really trying to find me some water because I've already had my 3 daily food and water, so I would thoroughly enjoy not having to die of thirst. Definitely. Ooh. Not too shabby. Yeah, dying of thirst, though, definitely not my favorite pastime by any means. But if you guys like Last Day on Earth, seriously, give some of the other videos a look. Great chance you'll enjoy some of the other stuff going up. We're always trying to have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time checking out all sorts of survival games and enjoying the bejesus out of them. You guys might find a series that you just start keeping up with yourself out of pure enjoyment, or maybe even a game you start playing yourself because you're like, dang, this looks dope. And that notification, of course, is a great way of staying up to the English has been incredibly hard today. It's a great way to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information, as well. As soon as any type of info does come out about the game, we are spreading it to y'all's eyes and ears absolutely on the lickety splits. And not just that, we're breaking down any new information, any new features that come out, doing an analysis on all of them to figure out everything and anything that we can about future updates before the time does come for them, how these new features or new locations might look, how they might all end up playing out, and to go along with it when the new updates themselves do come out. Oh, baby. We are checking them out to the fullest extent imaginable and showing off every single little thing that they have to offer. And we have some really big updates in the works that we are expecting soon. So, like, you want to be staying tuned for these because there's going to be some very, very good stuff going up. And, like I'm saying, we're always having a fan-freaking-tastic time throughout every single little bit of it. Just like we're having a fan-freaking-tastic time mowing down all these floaters. You dinguses, I don't care if I waste a little bit of Kalashnikov action on you. I'm showcasing the strengths and weaknesses of this particular build of Kalashnikov. And as you guys are seeing, the fact it does 19 damage is annoying. That's all that I can describe it as. Because, like, it is, you guys saw the DPS when we were, like, modding it at our gunsmith bench. It does have a higher DPS. It does have, like, I think a higher speed. It does a whole bunch of things better. Better critical chance, whole ton of stuff. But the fact it doesn't do 20 damage can low-key be such a deal breaker if you are dealing with large hordes of enemies. Like, if you're dealing with just one high damage enemy, like, so be it. At that point, you probably just want the highest DPS imaginable. That's, like, the main thing that's going to matter since you're not breaking or killing lots of enemies. Unless that enemy, that, like, high health potential boss enemy, starts throwing smaller enemies your way. Like the Witch, in which case you gotta have something on tap to be able to handle whatever they throw at you. What up, Flota Blota? Goodbye, Flota Blota. Just like that. With this Kalashnikov, I was ready and willing to destroy that 240 health Flota Blota. But all the 80 health little dinguses running up on me, a little bit less appealing, you know? Alright, so we're gonna toss the gasoline over there, and we're just gonna figure out what the best loot we can get out of the rest of these chests is gonna be because, well, that about wraps it up in terms of the chests we could break down. We might, maybe, just maybe, have access to little workbench over here, which maybe is good. Okay, it's okay. It's not good, but it's okay. Maybe this will be good. It's okay. And then hopefully I can break through this last chest without the wrath of a billion big ones raining down on me. That would be much appreciated as well. There's nothing super incredibly valuable to grab here. Like, I'll grab a little bit of wood. I'll grab some planks. A little bit of scrap metal never hurt no one. And ball bearings, transistors, rubber parts, wires. It's just a whole ton of little trinkets here and there that we're picking up by the looks of it. 'Cause the weapons here, not too hot. Although, yo, these hammers could be useful for some melee weapon mods. You gotta remember, that is where hammers do come in handy. They are not just incredibly weak melee weapons. They're actually, like, kind of valuable. They're kind of like a resource that for some reason you can use as a weapon. It's like if I started beating someone's butt with this bottle of alcohol, which, I mean, dude, if this is like a hardcore bar fight, they gotta be able to add that. I'm saying, Last Day on Earth, that's the feature we need. If you drink the strong alcohol, you have a chance of it becoming a broken glass bottle in your inventory, ready to use as a low durability, high damage weapon. I don't know, I'm just scheming. Just go along with it. Okay, and I should be able to break into this without going over our threshold, and rocks, even more rocks. So we're gonna go and put away the best of what we got into our chopper besides the gas that we deposited. Pick out the rest from the scraps because, I mean, this base, I do like the fact that we did not have to use any C4. Always a plus when considering a base raid, but the loot, besides the oak planks, not really too hot. It does have some good resources, a little bit of iron here or there, and things like that, making it, all in all, a pretty good resource raid. I think that's what I would categorize this as. And resource raids, here's the thing. If I get a resource raid, and it doesn't have, like, steel and aluminum, and I use the C4, I'm pretty salty. But, like, this type of resource raid for, like, wooden walls and stuff, I'm pretty cool with that. Especially the 16 oak planks. That's a pretty decent plus. If I had to break in a freaking stone to get a base like this, we got beef. But what I'm seeing here, I'm pretty cool with. I can roll with these punches, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep on rolling with them and trying to fill out the rest of this inventory. But as that happens, that is also gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival after a rather triumphant double raid, if you ask me, because I mean, this one's been it's been decent. I'm not gonna bag on it, but that other one, 'twas expensive, 'twas worth it, baby. 'Twas 100% worth it. Because anytime I could get every type of weapon we can possibly get out of a raid, and some scuba masks, the rarest armor in the game, that's a W in my book. And look at that. I have a little nose jutting out from the scuba mask. I think that's my freaking SWAT armor mask. It's like colliding through my scuba mask. When when the SWAT armor starts overtaking the scuba mask, dude, it's sheer strength. Dang. But yeah, with all that said and with all that done, that's gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. This was an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.